Today is Friday the 16th of April 2021. Many things have happened this week. Ms. Nakad, in your disciplinary case, the verdict was rendered by the Amsterdam court. Pretty tough. But yesterday there was remarkable news. The news came out that Mr. Sidney Smeets, a member of the Dutch Parliament, he gave up his seat. Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I can't tell you anything. I'm not commenting on this case. Well, as you already stated, the verdict of the disciplinary court was rather disappointing, rather tough, as you put it. I have to withdraw from all the cases against the Dutch Child Protection Services. So I'm now considering whether to appeal. In fact, there are two decisions now open for another step in the process. The first one is the decision of the chamber that rendered a verdict about the dismissal and the substitution of the tribunal. That case is open for an appeal to the European Court for Human Rights, since there are no legal remedies within the Netherlands. And then we have the disciplinary court's decision itself. I think there are good grounds to consider it, because I don't think that this is a fair trial in the sense of Article 6 of the European Convention on Human Rights, but the decision still has to be made. I did have contact with other lawyers because there was correspondence with the deacon of the Amsterdam bar. He requested me to inform me about the progress in handing over my files to other lawyers. So I have been in contact with a number of lawyers that are also familiar with my case or working in relevant areas of law. However, there is a culture of fear also amongst the lawyers. So far I have been able to find one lawyer who might be able to take over a few of my cases, but that still remains to be seen.
Yeah, and this also is pretty heavy on the parents, I assume, because...
Yeah, the culture of fear amongst the parents is even bigger, and it's the repression that I've been talking about in the domain of the Dutch Child Protection Services industry is really quite high. So I think we already saw that in October, because there were two public hearings in October before the Hague Court on the 1st and the 12th of October, and we could see that most parents were afraid to stand up together and visit the public hearing, because they're so afraid for the retaliation in their own case.
Yeah.
When we are actually talking about the independent judiciary power. So yes, for the parents this is very frightening. Also the fact that the deacon wants to have a list of all the files and the names of the clients, and some of the parents are terrified. So this raises a lot of issues from a privacy perspective. The parents are especially still upset that the deacon spoke for them and said Mrs. Nakad is not a good lawyer, she is damaging her clients. And the victims, they are really upset that they were not able to speak for themselves on this matter. It's very difficult for victims of the child protection services industry to find another lawyer, and also a lawyer in whom they have confidence, and they never have to wonder on which side the lawyer is really on. Yeah. So yes, this has caused a lot of unrest and agitation.
Yeah, we have seen at your disciplinary hearing that many of these parents did come out to support you, so that was very brave of them.
Yes, and it also surprised me, because I did have the memories of October, and then in October we actually had more support from many of the parent associations. As you may know, that the parent association are partly subsidized by the government, or they have some connections and influence with the ministries that are involved. So that was different this time, but the number of parents that came to the courts, to the Amsterdam courts, to give their support and to bring flowers, and it was really heartwarming and impressive that they worked over their fear. It's not that they were not afraid, it's just that they chose solidarity with the other victims and give a signal.
Do you already know when this will continue?
No, there is no date or anything yet. I think that it's important to give it some time and see all the developments going on, and then I have to speak to more colleagues, people that I trust, and make a decision about the appeal possibilities.